What's up, guys? How's it going? My name is Dillon. For those of you who don't know me, I spent the last 4 years of my life building a real estate investment firm with my partner, and we grew it to a multi-million-dollar level, which is a huge blessing. I'm super grateful, humble for all the experiences that came with that. But now I'm at a point where I want to give back, okay? And so I've talked to a lot of wholesalers, right? And I just want to say, okay, how can I help you, right? How can I help you build a business and systemize it like we did? And the number one commonality, the number one issue that everybody had in common was inconsistent deal flow, okay? So what I'm gonna do is for the next few weeks, I'm going to go through and I'm gonna list out all of the possible reasons that can contribute to an inconsistent deal flow, right? Because it's not just one thing. As you can see here, there are 12 major factors that can contribute to an inconsistent deal flow. So let's jump right in. So I broke this up into the major departments of a wholesaling operation, which is marketing, acquisitions, and dispositions, okay? So the first thing that could be is inconsistent marketing. You're not marketing enough, you're not marketing properly, right? And it's not being done on a consistent basis, right? Second, ineffective marketing content, ineffective target population, ineffective marketing channels. And then if it's not that, if you don't have a lead generation issue, which is the whole purpose for marketing, then it's an acquisitions issue. Okay, you could have a lead management issue, right? Your leads are falling through the cracks. You could have a deal analysis issue. Either you or your team are analyzing deals incorrectly and giving too high offers or too low of offers. Or it could also be a lead conversion issue, right? And that's simply sales skills, okay? If you do not have a lead generation issue, you do not have an acquisitions issue, but you're getting deals under contract but they're not closing, that means you have a dispositions issue. So 5 reasons. Number 1, you have title issues. You have properties that you have title issues that you do not know how to deal with. Okay. 2, you have a lack of a good buyer's list. 3, you have an ineffective process and the deal is falling through the crack at some point in the entire process. 4, you have homeowners that are backing out. And then 5, you have buyers that are backing out, okay? So what I'm gonna do is today we're gonna talk about this major issue, which I think is the number one reason that most wholesalers are not effective and they're not consistent, is simply, it's so simple, inconsistent marketing. So let's jump right in, okay? So before we talk about that, I wanna talk to you about the 4 steps. This is the key, by the way. These are the 4 steps to marketing of any business, right? The first is planning. Okay, you have to plan who you're going to target. You have to plan how you're going to target them, what lists to buy, how often, et cetera, right? That's the most important part. 2 is implementation. You actually send out that mail. You actually send out those voicemails, right? You actually start actively cold calling. That's implementation phase. 3 is tracking. Okay, you need to be, this is so crucial and so many people do this. You have to track your marketing so you can understand your business. Without tracking, you don't understand what's working and what's not working, okay? Most wholesalers, they do this and they set up camp there and that's all they do. They just implement, which is okay. We as entrepreneurs, we're action takers, but let's be strategic action takers, okay? So after you track everything, then you have to give it a little period of time. What we did is like 2 to 3 months so that the entire cycle can come back, all those leads can come back, and you have a very accurate picture of how that campaign did, is the analysis stage, okay? So you analyze based on your numbers, okay, how many leads came in, what was the conversion, how many appointments, how many contracts, how many deals, et cetera, okay? So these are the 4 steps to marketing. This is so key that most wholesalers, real estate investors, and probably most business owners in general miss. And it's so important. This is how you scale. This is how you build a multi-million-dollar operation, okay? So let's kind of dig into this a little bit further. So the planning stage, right? So you have lists that you buy, right? You have list 1, list 2, list 3, list 4. Let's say list 1 is a super hot list, and let's say it's an out-of-state owner and it's vacant, okay? Very hot, small niche list. I'm gonna hit that from all angles, okay? And this is direct mail, this is cold calling, this is RVM. I'm gonna hit that from all angles, all right? Let's say your list 2 is also very hot. Let's say it's a pre-foreclosure list with equity, right? Also going to hit that from all angles, right? You're going to continue to do this with all your lists. And the name of the game here is expensive marketing channels, right? You want to stay away from your broad lists, having marketing to them with an expensive marketing channel if you don't have to, okay? So let's say you have a big, broad, owner-occupied list with 10 years of ownership, 15 years of ownership, 20 years of ownership, and it's 4,000, 5,000 people of a list. Then do something that's a little bit less expensive. So, let's say send out some RVMs for that list, and you want to cold call them as well. Doing this is going to plot out, okay, based on all the data that I have, what am I going to do to reach those people? Okay, just like this, and total it up. Okay, so let's say we have, 10,000 people that were mailing, we have 20,000 people that were cold calling, and we're sending out 30,000 RVMs, right? Now, this total, you're going to manipulate that total and edit it based on your capacity to handle that influx, okay? And I'm not going to go through that in this video because that's getting very detailed, very granular. Okay, so essentially this is the planning stage. You're going to do this every single month, okay? This is the key. Put it on your Google Calendar. I'm a huge advocate of Google Calendar. It's an amazing tool. Plot out at least 4 full days, 4 half days, let's say, for actual planning, okay? Your partner, whoever's on your team, strategically plan how you're going to market, who you're going to market, what you're going to market, all right? Then it's the implementation stage. You actually send everything out, right? So that one is, super quick actually. And you send the mail, you send the voicemails, you start actively cold calling. That's the implementation stage. Then you have the tracking stage. Now this is so key. This is so key, okay? And what you have to do is you have to track each of these campaigns separately, okay? So let's say, and again, since we plan it by month, let's say we do, I want to kind of plot out what a campaign looks like for us. So let's say this is direct mail, and this is the month of August, okay? And this is list 1. And I sent them, a postcard. Let's say you have version 2.3 of your postcard, whatever you want to call it, okay? Now that's what a campaign looks like for us, okay? So when you plot out all of your campaigns, and you start receiving that data, receiving those leads back, that is going to start filling in all that data. So again, leave 2 months at least to start analyzing your data. And then this is the beauty of the cycle, right? It is a cycle so that it repeats. After you analyze your data, you see what's working, what's not. Then you go back into the planning stage, you re-implement, and you strategically plan based on your analysis. And it keeps going, and you get smarter, and you get smarter, and you get more efficient, and you get more profitable, and you stop wasting money on the things that don't work, okay? I'm telling you guys, this is so simple, but 9 out of 10 wholesalers don't discipline themselves to actually have strategically planned, consistent marketing, okay? So, essentially, that's the long and short of it. Again, I'm going to be doing a video probably once every few days for the next 2 or 3 weeks, outlining, again, all of these. Let's put it back. Oh, there you go. Outlining all of these major issues that contribute to the monster issue of inconsistent deal flow. All right, love you guys. If you want more information, type scale on the comments below, and I'll be sure to reach out to you with more information. Hit me up. I don't want anything from you. Just hit me up and let me know how it goes. Love you guys. Have a phenomenal week. Crush it. It's Monday. Kill it this week, guys. See you later.